Now, civic organizations are planning on staging peaceful candlelight vigils outside major police stations across Gauteng. It's in support of KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. On Sunday, he made damning allegations about political interference in police matters and top police officials' complicity in crime. President Cyril Ramaphosa will address this issue on Sunday evening in an address that will be broadcast live. Newzroom Afrika's Scara Mafokoane is attending one of these vigils at the Randburg police station and joins us now live. Very good evening to you, Scara. This is but one of those candlelight vigils at the police stations in the province. Tell us what you are seeing there and who's in attendance.
Good evening to you and to our viewers. In fact, members of the Progress Civic organization are here. They've just handed in their memorandum to the station commander at the Randburg police station. As you can see just behind me, they've got their candles on in support, they say, of Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. And if I can just quote what they said in their statement: police corruption and lawlessness is out of hand, and that cannot be tolerated anymore. Enough is enough. There can be no peace between the public and corrupt police officers. Like I said, they just handed in that memorandum to the police officials here, and they're giving them 14 days to respond. But let me bring in my guest, Mr. Mthunzi Luthuli, who's going to tell me more about the purpose of them being here and what was in that memorandum. Dr. Luthuli, thank you so much for joining us on Newzroom Afrika. Tell us why we're here and what your memorandum contained, which you just handed in a few minutes ago.
Okay. The reason we're here is multifold. The first reason is that we want police corruption to be dealt with properly. The revelations made by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi are scathing. They are an indictment on the police service and the whole criminal justice system. So we are saying that as South Africans, we have been aware of some of these things for quite some time now. We have there's lawlessness in the country, there's a drug problem, illegal immigration, all sorts of things. And so we are saying, as South Africans, we are sick and tired. These things must stop. This government needs to start being serious about running this country.
We know that this is not the only candlelight vigil that members of your organization are holding. Where else are they holding this significant ceremonies, and what would you like to see the outcome of the memorandum that you submitted be?
Okay. Around Gauteng, there are many police stations where communities have gathered to do the same, to demonstrate their dissatisfaction with the state of affairs within the SAPS. And so in areas such as Joburg South, Mondio, Boysen Police Station, there are communities that are gathered there doing the same candlelight vigil. In Soweto, places like Meadowlands, Deep Kloof, in Tshwane, Mamelodi, Garankuwa, and also in Eguruleni and Sedibeng. So that's where these night vigils are happening. Just to your last question, the second question, but this is where the vigils are happening.
The president will be addressing the nation on Sunday, to sensitize South Africa in terms of applying her mind as to what decision he will be taking regarding the allegations at this stage that are leveled against some officials in the police force. If you had the ear of the president, what is it that you'd whisper in his ear as to your demands?
What I would say to the president is that, number one, the investigation or a commission or whatever needs to be far-reaching. It needs to go beyond the revelations made by General Mkhwanazi, because we do know that there are lots of other things that are happening within the police force. Number two, I would say, President, take bold, decisive action. You cannot run a lawless country. Lawlessness in the country has a huge negative impact. People don't think about it. It's huge negative impact. We can't raise children properly. Children are not safe. We are not safe. Businesses, investors won't come into a lawless country. Which means that if you don't get investment, then there won't be no jobs created. If there are no jobs, there's unemployment, and we just perpetuate the cycle of poverty. So lawlessness has major economic major impacts on a country, from just pure safety to economic issues. So deal with this lawlessness in a bold way. Make sure that corruption and corrupt officers are rooted out of the SAPS.
Mthunzi Luthuli, thank you so much for your time and all the best with your vigil. Mthunzi Luthuli was with the Progress Civics Congress. As you heard there, they are appealing to the president to be decisive in that address which he'll be giving to the nation. And as he applies his mind, they say he can expect more of such events ahead of that address on Sunday at 7 o'clock.
Scara, thank you so much for that update.